Hi, my name is Amy Baggett. Today I am presenting a market analysis for the specific town of Ames, Iowa, designed from the perspective of a residential home builder. When a developer looks at a plot of land in a town like Ames, they are faced with a fundamental dilemma. Is it more profitable to follow the traditional path of big plot luxury development, or is there a hidden advantage to high-density cluster builds? Ames is a unique, growing community. It has the stability of a major institution, Iowa State University, and a historical framework built around the railroad. If I were going to purchase land in Ames to build on, as a strategy, one of the first questions I would want to research would be, how can I maximize the lot size versus profit to maximize my overall ROI? We are going to answer a few questions that will help us more thoroughly answer that. Building a house is very important. If the correct steps are not followed, it could lead to all the work after being incorrect or even falling apart. But almost as important is where to acquire the land. It is a factor that should be well thought out so that it fits into the buyer's perfect situation, and you will have no problem selling your homes. So, we're going to answer that question. Another related question we will answer is what to build on it. And lastly, where to reinvest your profits. To find the answer, I cleaned the Ames dataset and engineered a price per square foot metric. This allowed me to normalize value across different home sizes and focus strictly on the comparison between residential low density (RL) and medium density (RM) zones. I also did a little research about the specific town in general, because, as with any data project, you want to know everything you can about the source, so you know which attributes to pay close attention to. For example, I had actually looked at homes on Zillow for Ames in the past, and just from my brief browsing of the site, I was able to see that almost all of the homes there had a basement. And that is because when a house is built there, the frost line that builders build to is so low that it is more economical to go ahead and turn it into a basement. Most importantly, I learned that this town was known for the railroad that exists there, and its college, Iowa State University. One thing you may not have thought about if you looked at the data is that this housing information records data during the 2008 financial crisis. Digging further into the data, we may uncover more trends that you may find interesting, but we'll specifically answer 3 questions about how to design a profitable home in this particular area. First, the math. While a single big plot home has a higher individual sticker price, the cluster strategy wins on volume. That is why you have to take everything into consideration and do your research here, going beyond the price per square foot. My analysis shows that RM zones actually command a higher price per square foot efficiency, meaning you're getting more revenue for every inch of construction. Perhaps for a large builder who can crank out the volume, the cluster strategy is a no-brainer. But for the small-size competitor, they may have to consider a lot more variables. This leads us to what the buyers are committing to. Let's research our buyers as part of our strategy. The data shows a massive concentration of buyers in the entry-level price point. By building clusters, we are targeting the heart of the market, where demand is highest and inventory is lowest. That's going to be the sweet spot where you maximize your returns. This is why geography matters. Ames' proximity to Iowa State University provides a built-in safety net for your construction. Homes near campus see a 20% premium in value efficiency, protecting our investment regardless of broader market fluctuations. To really prove the railroad flip strategy, we have to look at the risk of scale. If you look at this scatter plot, it reveals exactly why we avoid big plots in these areas. Notice that as we move into larger lot sizes, those over 15,000 square feet, The homes near the railroad, represented by the orange dots, struggle to break into the high luxury price brackets. This is data-driven proof that the railroad acts as a price ceiling for sprawling developments. However, in our cluster sweet spot, the smaller lot range on the left, the orange and blue dots are tightly packed. This confirms that high-density builds are the most efficient way to utilize this specific land without sacrificing value. This is why geography matters. Ames' proximity to Iowa State University provides a built-in safety net for your construction. Homes near campus see a 20% premium in value efficiency, protecting our investment regardless of broader market fluctuations. Speaking of market fluctuations, during the 2008 recession, grouped housing in Ames showed significantly more price stability than single-family plots. A cluster strategy isn't just more profitable, it's safer. The recommendation is clear. Acquire RM-zoned land near the railroad and/or university corridors. Build 2-story clusters to maximize density and reinvest the land savings into high-quality interior finishes. This is how you win in the Ames market. By prioritizing efficiency over raw price, we create a portfolio that is historically resilient and financially optimized. Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to your questions on the discussion board.